I was using Snapchat because it was brighter and everything, but it's making me to touch and remove too much. Forgive my background, but I just feel like staying like this and eating. I'm talking about the inspiration I had today. So all of this, why as a Christian, God will permit persecutions to come your way, but He asks us to always stick by Him because He knows that we have no strength or little strength, and we should always call upon the name of God. Like all the messages I've been getting, most messages I've been getting, all the messages I've been directed to listen to online today is just teaching me patience in persecution. So if you're going through hard time, ask God to give you wisdom to be able to solve it. If it's not really going, don't pray for the thing to go away, but pray that God gives you the grace to be able to manage it, because it's after the persecution and all the stresses you go through that there's glory, especially if you're doing it according to what God wanted to be do. Not like you're frustrating yourself or being in a bad situation that you can sort out by yourself, but you just think that you can do more than God. Just like this thing going ahead about this woman that her husband killed out of domestic violence. A lot of women are going through that in various ways. It could be not just women, even some men, but a lot more of women go through that. They go through physical abuse, emotional abuse, and everything. And they still remain there because they think that they can change the man. When God cannot make devil an angel of his, the husband or wife that is evil can never change unless they decide to, because they still have life and they are still on earth. But many people, no matter what you do, will never change. Even good people, even some people I call good, that's why no one of us are good. They always tend to disappoint in the end, which makes us human. But there are some human behavior still that is not acceptable. If someone is not treating you the right way, what are you doing in that relationship? And people are using her as a lesson, but it's not today that we talk about this domestic violence and all of that. I really didn't want to talk about this, but since it's come up here, why won't I talk about it? It's just sickening. What can they do to that man that will pay for that woman's life now? I just pray that God punishes him and give him the punishment he deserves. Just like there are many women that if they kill their husband, they should execute them. This kind of person, I even heard he was celebrating her death. This is the kind of person that you will stay with and you think that God is going to come down from heaven and save you. Just ended your destiny for nothing. It's such a pity. God give you sense. Why can't you just use it? Why do you think you can be an angel to a devil? Why do you think you can be a beauty to a beast? It's not possible. It's such a pity. I wish women have more wisdom, especially older women, or even just women generally that have low self-esteem and are very used to what their parents taught them. The old sickening way of staying in marriage, even when they are killing you. You will just die for nothing. Because even your death will not even be anything to God. It's nothing. It's for nothing. Just such a pity. Go before your time. And there's a lot of work to do. There's so many people to talk to God about. So many things you have to do to God for God directly. Can you imagine? If you're that kind of woman that have that mentality, I'm not advising you. Just stay in your marriage. You stay there until you die. And you will see whether you will go to heaven. Let's see how that kind of thing can it take you to heaven. Staying in an abusive marriage that nobody sent you. When you can easily walk away from the marriage and divorce the demonic person. You stay there and you're crying every day, forming victim. You will do that thing until the day it takes your life, and you will celebrate you just the way this man did. I'm telling you that there are human beings, a lot of human beings are very wicked. Even the good people, every one of us, we are wicked. We are capable of being wicked. But it's just God that is calming us down. Because if we are to do according to how we feel, immediately somebody offends us, we'll go for revenge immediately, physically. But we don't do that. God trained us to be able to fight in the spirit and not physically. If it's necessary, why would I fight physically? Because be like say these demonic people, they used to send them both physically and spiritually there. Like you have to be extremely ready for them in any way. Even with the mouth fights. Like this world is something else. And this period of time, because of everybody knows the Bible, everybody uses Bible, even the one that is not even the right time against people just because they want to try people's patience. And this is one of the things I'm telling God these days. God, oh, these people, they know the Bible even past me, myself, where they talk here. They will use the Bible like this, just like the devil using the Bible against Jesus Christ. They will use the Bible to fight you, to come out with your weakness like this and fight you. But what do? You follow them with, like, you be as smart as a serpent. You be very, very wise to be able to overpower them. People are wicked. Don't worry yourself. Everybody's wicked, but it depends on your style of wickedness. It's just something else. God have mercy on us in this life. Be trying another person's patience because this you see that they are of God. Such a pity. Beg, I'm here to do mukbang. It's good. See my egg that was fried in the stew, in the agoin stew. You probably will break my head for saying rubbish. As human beings, as Christians, as whatever we are, we should really try our best not to be the devil in our fellow human beings' life. It's just an advice I'm giving every one of us here. Instead, you'll be there to help people in their weakest points and use their weakness against them because they're witnessing for Christ and you're trying to be the devil and trying to point at their fault. I prefer to say that I'm weak. I don't know. Like, I'm not perfect. I prefer that kind of prayer. And thank God that's what God wants. I prefer to show my weakness to God and say, God, you see, this thing, I cannot handle it. I will answer this person. God might say, be calm if you can and stuff. But if I can't, man, I'm going to blow up. Just some days ago or yesterday, I just want to report this here. I was coming back from church because I went to church late, and most times I go to church late and all of that. And then there was a woman that was asking me, when do I used to wake up? Why do I always come to church late? My God, if you see the way it was in my mind, the way I wanted to answer this woman, I was like, calm down. Do you know that sometimes it's actually God that used to tell me to actually say things, like say it with your mouth, because sometimes if you cannot fight physically, you need to be able to fight with your mouth, because mouth fight is better than weapon fight, because that's when you start hurting each other with something and somebody dying or somebody being rushed to the hospital and all of that. Somebody just boldly asked me, is it in the name of looking too young that you will just open your mouth to ask somebody that kind of question, that why do I always come late to church? I'm living close to the church, so why would you always come late to church? I just looked at her like, you don't know what somebody is going through. You just open your mouth to talk. And this is a very older woman that can't give birth to me or my mother. Some older people, they take a piece. I'm telling you, it's not because you're older means that you are really older. I think it depends on what you've gone through in life, and what I've gone through is older than you and your age together. Age is just a number. So anybody that insults me, I'm just asking the Spirit of God to give me patience, because this period, I feel like it's too much. There's so much temptation here and there, persecution. People just trying like the worst of me. When I will open my mouth to give you bomb, you know that it's only bomb that is to come out of my mouth. When people offend me, they always take it that it's just chill. But when I do them back, it's now like it's not even do them back. When I open my mouth to reply back, they'll be being like as if my own is worse. When I give reaction to what you do, you'll be acting like my own is worse. But you'll be the first one to be the devil and be acting like a demon. I will fight you back. I will fight you back. Seriously. Asking me what I'm doing this. Do you know whether I'm living? Do you know that I'm living alone and living like I'm taking care of my child alone and doing everything alone? Coming to ask me question in such manner. What time do I used to wake up my child? Like in a very disgusting attitude, like in the very disgusting way of like the way she formed the comment. Like I can't even. It's like, what do you used to do? Like what time do you used to wake her up? Like as if I'm one small child. So because I look young, you think that I'm your mate. I'm just keeping calm. Try me again another time. Just try me again. You will not cry and go home to your children. Who will be trying themselves too much? Every time I'm coming here to rant, but this is the only place I can rant. If you tell anybody physically, say, calm down, calm down for everybody. You want them to kill me? How can I calm down for everybody? Please, I'm not calming down. If you want to be a mad person, come, let's do it together. Don't try people because they're of God. Like being a devil. Because I will strike you down like a devil. That's the way I fight spiritually. I also fight you like that with my mouth. Bye. No apologies. Ciao. Seriously, stop trying someone's patience. It's not fair. I'm a human being like you. Even God has feelings. So don't try a person like me, like you. It's not fair. Take care and don't be the devil in another person's life.